Today we are going to talk about mental health again. So if you are subscribed to my channel and you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I've already made a video about this, kind of spoke a bit about my experience and kind of what I've been through with mental health. But today I think it's really important that we sit down and just talk about it a little bit in depth. Maybe not so much from my experience, but it needs to be spoken about. I feel like I keep going on social media, watching the news and seeing all of these celebrities that have taken their lives. I keep hearing about, and I mean, it's not just celebrities, it's everyone, but obviously with celebrities we hear about it more because the media obviously are onto that straight away. They broadcast everything, but unfortunately it's a lot of people. It's men, it's women, sometimes it's children, and it needs to be spoken about. I think it's much better now than it was years ago, but there still isn't enough awareness, and something needs to happen. And I'm going to make this video today. I'm going to sit here today and hope that this video helps somebody. I'm hoping that somebody that is struggling will watch this and will reach out and get help and support that they need. So I want to talk about this because I feel like we live in a world where sometimes we are made to feel that it's not okay to not feel okay. And that to me makes no sense. We are humans. Nobody is perfect. Everybody feels anxious at some point. Everybody feels sad. Everybody feels angry. You are entitled to feel those emotions. Now, if you suffer with anxiety, if you suffer with depression, it's slightly different and it's different for everybody. And my anxiety might feel very different to someone else's version of anxiety. And it's not okay to compare. It's not okay for you to tell somebody how you feel and for somebody to sit there and say, oh, but I feel like that too, and I don't suffer with generalised anxiety disorder, or I don't have panic attacks. That is the last thing that somebody wants to hear. The last thing. And I feel like I shouldn't even be saying this because it's common sense, but be kind. It's not hard to be kind. There are people out there who have nobody to talk to. If someone reaches out to you, listen. Just listen. And it's really sad because there are people that have taken their lives that have tried to reach out to people and people have ignored them. I've had, when I've been really bad with my anxiety, I've had people say to me that I should get a hobby, I should do some exercise, I should breathe. And that's very easy for someone to say when they have no idea what you're going through. And a lot of the time it's people that don't suffer with mental health that will say these things to you, and I don't think it's out of spite. I don't think they're trying to be horrible. I just think that they don't understand the severity of the situation, and it's very easy to say something, it's much harder to act on it. And it's very easy to say, I'm going to get out of bed tomorrow, but it's much harder to act on it. It's very easy to say, I'm going to put on a brave face today. It's much harder to act on it. And I just think that everybody needs somebody to speak to. And I am making this video to tell you that if you need to talk to somebody, I am here. If you have nobody that you can talk to, if you don't want to ring those numbers that I'm going to link down below, if you don't want to get in contact with anyone, get in contact with me. I will put my email down below. My Instagram is always linked down below. Just talk to somebody. I'm here to listen. I might not necessarily know what to say or say the right thing, but I will always listen. And this goes out to all my family and friends as well. If you are struggling, talk to someone. I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. Talking to someone can save your life. Check on your friends. Asking if someone is okay, going around to see them, sending them a text can save a life. And I know that it seems really obvious and self-explanatory, but some people don't think of it like that. And it's always the people that smile the most. It's always the people that act like there's nothing wrong, like they are extremely happy with their lives. It's always those people that are struggling the most. I have had days where I'm super bubbly, I'm super excitable, I'm super boisterous, and people will say to me, oh, you seem happy today, you're in a good mood. That's not always the case. And it's very easy for someone who suffers with anxiety or depression to hide how they are truly feeling. Your face says a different story to how you're feeling inside. So if you know somebody that's struggling, text them, call them, check on them. I can't stress this enough. It will save a life. You have no idea what goes on behind closed doors, and someone can seem fine and the next day they could be dead. And I know that seems extreme. I know that some of you are thinking, that won't happen to me, that won't happen to my friends, that won't happen to my family. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. And if you're in that mindset that it won't happen to me, it won't happen to my friends, it won't happen to my family, you are in denial, because mental health can affect anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter whether you are a man, a woman, a child. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It can affect anyone. And these days it affects children a lot more than it used to. Please check on your children. Please check on your friends' children. Check on children in your family. You know, it's very easy to get somebody through social media these days. It's very easy to bully someone through social media. Check Instagrams, check Facebooks, check Twitters, check TikTok. TikTok is a huge thing right now. Just check, okay? Again, you could save a life. You have no idea how resilient children can be and how they can conceal their emotions, their feelings. It is insane how people can make it look like they are fine, like their lives are fine, and they are struggling. So if you are struggling, if you know somebody that is struggling, reach out. Reach out to somebody. I cannot stress this enough. When I was struggling, I spoke to my friends, I spoke to my family, I went to a counsellor. I know that it is scary. I know that it can feel like you're being weak. You are not being weak. You are not being weak by seeking help. If anything, you are strong, because you have come to the conclusion that you need to speak to somebody and that you need help. You're not being weak. You're not being weak. You are being strong. It takes a very strong person to understand that they need to speak to somebody, to understand that you cannot do this alone. And I've had ups, I've had downs, and the people who love you, the people who really truly care about you, will stick by your side. They will. And you will be able to distinguish between the people who just want the gossip and the people who truly care about you. And a few months back, I had a really, really tough time, and that's when I realised who my true friends were and the family who truly cared about me. And trust me, it is in times like that that you realise who truly wishes you well and the people that don't. So please reach out, talk to someone, be kind. It's up there, okay? I have it in all of my videos now. Be kind. You have no idea what a comment, a look, for someone with anxiety, depression, you just need to change your tone or give them a funny look and they will automatically think that there's something wrong. You might say something that to you is a joke, and that person will go home and think about it for the rest of the day, all night, and the rest of the next day. And it's very easy to say, well, if someone had said that to me, I wouldn't have felt like that. It's very easy. It's easy to judge. It's easy to judge situations. It's easy to judge people. It's easy to judge people's actions, but you don't know what's going on in somebody's head. You don't know what's going on in somebody's heart. You have no idea what's going on at home. You have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. The people that are struggling the most hide it the best. And it's one of those things. There will always be stigma. There's not as much as there used to be, but there will always be stigma, and I am here to try and change that. I make these videos to try and change that. And some of you are here for my beauty videos, and that's absolutely fine. And some of you prefer these videos, and I just urge you to do something nice this week. Do something nice for somebody, not for anything in return, not to feel good about you, but to make somebody else feel genuinely good about themselves. If you are kind, the world has a way of repaying you, and I believe in bad karma and good karma, and those good actions will come back around. Yes, everybody struggles with their own battles, and when I feel like shit, the world feels like it's ending. And to everybody, I mean, we're not comparing here, okay? Please don't think that I'm comparing, because it feels different to everyone. But I'm just asking you to be kind. I'm asking you to smile at someone. You don't know, honestly, the littlest things like that can make such a big difference. They can have such a big impact. smile at a stranger, open the door for someone, say hello to someone when you walk past them. It makes a difference, and we need to all think, just stop and think and be kind, and you can be anything in this world, and I just urge you to be kind, be nice to people. Luckily, with my anxiety, I had friends and family that were always constantly checking up on me, and I love those people with everything that I've got, and they know exactly who they are. My friends know exactly who they are, the ones that were looking out for me. My family, who were constantly calling me, constantly texting me, constantly coming over, they know who they are. And I could not be more grateful for those people in my life. But there are people out there that have nobody. So I'm just going to finish this video by saying, if you have somebody, talk to them. Honestly, it takes so much pressure off you. It takes so much pressure off you. If you don't have anyone to talk to, you don't want to ring the numbers, you don't want to go on the websites, I will leave my email down below, and I will reply to everybody. So if you want to talk to me, email me, send me an Instagram message, and I will try. I mean, I'm not a professional, please don't think I am, I'm not, but I will try and point you in the right direction. I will listen if that's the only thing I can do. And please share this video far and wide. Share this video to everybody that you know, to Facebook, to Instagram, to Twitter, all the social medias. Show your family, show your friends. It's time that we spoke up. It's time that we stopped judging people. It's time that we start being kind. It's time that we start supporting and helping each other rather than knocking each other down. And I don't know what else to say. I'm going to leave this here. I will leave all of the numbers and the websites down below, and please talk to somebody. I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.